and his name is On, son of Peleth, became insolent. They became insolent. And they rose up against Moses. Whatever that means, I don't know. They rose up. Let's see. Let's take it a little further. With them were 250 Israelite men, well-known community leaders, one-eyed farmer leaders, most likely. I'm sure, because I didn't say this. Jeez. 250 Israelite men, well-known community farmers who had been appointed members of the... Who appointed them? I didn't appoint them. Jesus didn't appoint them. I didn't appoint them. Who did Moses get these guys? I had nothing to do with this. He's falsifying my signature. It's a false signature. I did not say this. What else? They came as a group, opposed Moses and Aaron, and said to them, okay, here's how they opposed them. You have gone too far. The whole community is holy, every one of them, and the Lord is with them. Why then do you set yourselves above the Lord's assembly, Moses? Why do you set yourself above the Lord's assembly? When Moses heard this, he fell face down. He can't believe somebody came up against old Moses. Somebody came up against Moses. He couldn't take. He fell on his face. They said that. God, did you hear that? No, I didn't hear it. You made it up in your head. Oh, man. Then he said to Korah and all his followers, in the morning, the Lord will show who belongs to him and who is holy, and he will have that person come near him. The man who chooses, he will cause to come near him. You, Korah, and all your followers are to do this. Take censers, and tomorrow put fire and incense in them. With a rod, they stuffed fire in, like a giant firecracker thing, you know? They shoved all kinds of dynamite, gunpowder and whatnot in there. Stuff that's going to ignite. They took their censers. This is their censers. Ying, ying, ying. Check it out. Take censers tomorrow and put fire incense in them before the Lord. Where is he? Where was I? I wasn't there. You made stuff up in your mind and did a ceremony. Satan made me lose my place. Get out of here. Get TV over there, not behind me. Take censers tomorrow, put fire and incense in them before the Lord. I'm the Lord, so I wasn't there, so what is he talking about? The man the Lord chooses will be the one who is holy. You Levites have gone too far. Party City. Jeez, crap. Moses said to Korah, now listen, you Levites. Now listen, you Levites, isn't it time? Isn't it enough for you that the God of Israel has separated you from the rest of the Israelite community and brought you near himself to do the work at the Lord's tabernacle and stand before the community and minister to them? Isn't that enough? Disrespectful. He has brought you and all your fellow Levites near himself, but you are trying to get the priesthood too. That's not for you. You ain't gonna have that. I know what you're up to. You're a farmer too, ain't you? Well, I'm gonna be the top one-eyed farmer. Yeah. Taking that away from me, no way. He brought you and your fellow Levites near himself. Now you're trying to get the priesthood too? It's against the Lord that you and all your followers have banded together. Who is Aaron that you should grumble against him? Yeah, it was Moses' cousin. See, it's his cousin, his favoritism. Then Moses summoned Dathan and Abiram and the sons of Eliab. But they said, we ain't coming. We will not come. Isn't it enough that you have brought us up out of the land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the desert? And now you also want to lord over us in small L. That's exactly what Moses wanted to do, because I had nothing to do with it. Jesus had nothing to do with it. Because Moses said, God said, in his head to justify his lies. I know it's hard to take. Let's see. And kill us in the desert. And now you want to lord over us. Moreover, you haven't brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, or given us any inheritance of the fields and vineyards. Will you gouge out the eyes of these men? No, we will not come with you. We don't trust you. Whoa! Then Moses became very angry and said to the Lord, wherever he was, because I wasn't there, do not accept their offering. He's telling God what to do. He's telling me what to do. He's telling Jesus what to do. You know, Jesus from the New Testament, who's supposed to be the same as back here. And Moses became very angry and said unto the Lord, do not accept their offering. I have not taken so much as a donkey from them, nor have I wronged any of them. Moses said to Korah, you and all your followers are to appear before the Lord tomorrow. Tomorrow you will appear before the Lord. Tomorrow you and they and Aaron, each man is to take up a censer and put incense in it. 250 censers in all. 250. And present it before the Lord. Present it before the Lord. Present it before the Lord. Put fire and incense in it. You and Aaron are to be present. Your censers also. So each man took his censer, put fire and incense in it, and stood with Moses and Aaron at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Everything was done at the tent of meetings. The tent of meetings was a place where council and congregation went to do and perform these acts that I didn't tell them to do. All kinds of crazy things. All kinds of blood sacrifice. Yeah, another interruption. Who sent you over here? The Lord? Well, so be it. Come on, get up here. Sit in. Yeah, they took their censers, Moses and Aaron, at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Christians, you gotta read about the tent of meetings. Just Google it and open your Bibles and see all the crazy things they did at the tent of meeting, and they said that I told them to. Jeez. I didn't tell them to do that. Let's see what happened here. This thing's here running. How much time do we have? I don't know. Oh, I can't see. I think it's... Alright, we'll just go with it. Oh, eternity. Jeez. Lord said to Moses and Aaron, separate yourselves from these sidewinders. Separate yourselves from the assembly so I can put an end to them at once. The Lord said to Moses, oh, how convenient. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So you can see in the New Testament, I tell you, bless those that curse you and to spitefully use you and to pray for them. That's what I said. How can I be two different people in here? This is psychotic. That's a book somebody gave me a long time. Who was in the Bible? A bunch of crazy people that said that I told them to do things and I didn't. I didn't tell them to do those things. That's another story. Moses and Aaron, separate yourselves from the assembly so I can put an end to them at once. But Moses and Aaron fell face down and cried out, oh God, God of the spirits of all mankind. Who? That's a new one. Have you heard that? God of the spirits of all mankind. That's a new phrase. Jeez. Sure, you can make up some kind of excuse for that. Well, everybody has a spirit, so he's talking about everybody. He feels bad about it. Get the heck out of here. That's a... And Moses and Aaron fell face down. Oh God, the spirits of all mankind, will you be angry with the entire assembly when only one man sins? What, the leader that said we will not come? No, they're all in on it. What the heck are you talking about, Moses? Then the Lord said to Moses, say to the assembly. Yeah, I got it, God. Here. Is that you on it? What should I say? Say to the assembly, move away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Okay, I'll talk to you later. But stick by me. I got the phone right here. Move away from the tents of Korah, Dathan. Moses got up and went to Dathan, and the elders of Israel followed him. He warned the assembly, move back from the tents, as these wicked men. Move back from the tents of these wicked men. Destroy you. Don't touch anything belonging to them, or you will be swept away because of their sins. You'll be swept away because of their sins. Yes, collectively speaking, we have an effect on each other in the world. You can plainly see it. But God is not like swooping down and doing... I was not swooping down and doing... Man, you people got my hat in a ruffle here. Let's see what... Ridiculous. I didn't say this. See what other crap Moses said here. Jeez. Oh, yeah. Move away from the tents. You'll be swept away for their sins. They moved away. So they moved away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Dathan and Abiram had come out and were standing with their wives, children, and little ones at the entrance of their tents. They had tents. They didn't have buildings with elevators. Just in case you forgot about that. They didn't have cell phones. They didn't have vehicles. These people are coming out of tents. Do you see where the mindset is? It wasn't me. It wasn't me that said this. So, they come out of the tents. Yeah, they're standing with their wives, children, and the little ones at the entrance of the tents. Then Moses said, this is how you will know that the Lord has sent me to do all these things, and that it was not my idea. No. If these men die a natural death, they die a natural death,
and experience only what usually happens to men, then the Lord has not sent me. Okay? But if the Lord brings about something totally new
and opens its mouth and swallows them with everything that belongs to them, and they go down alive into the grave, then you will know that these men have treated the Lord with contempt. You see, that's how you'll know it. Ground will suck them up, and everything that belongs to them, they're going to get down there alive. As soon as he finished saying this, the ground opened up, them split apart, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them with their households and all of Korah's men and their possessions. All their possessions. They went down alive into the grave and everything they owned, and the earth swallowed. The earth closed over them again, and they perished and were gone from the community. Not my community. I didn't do this. Check this out. He died with all their possessions. Everything they owned, the earth had closed on them, and they perished and were gone from the community at their cries. All the Israelites around them fled. Get the heck out of here. Did you see them sidewinders get sucked up by the earth? Then it closed back on them with all their stuff taken away? So let's get the heck out of here. No second guessing here. Just run. And they cried. They fled shouting, the earth is going to swallow us too. Get the heck out of here. They ran, and the earth was going to swallow them up too. It's going to get us. Moses like, God's on my side. For this side, want it. And fire came down from the Lord, consuming the 250 men who offered the incense. Fire came down. They knew something extra was going to happen. Shoot, they were running, and then fire came down on them other 250 with the incense. Just so happens they had, explosive incense in there that Moses told them to put in there. See, Moses planned all this stuff. He suckered them into the whole game. Tell them to put the explosives in their own incensers. Carried around a giant stick of dynamite so that when that laser beam or whatever I have planned from the giant magnifying glass in the sky on the side of the hill from the Mr. Kill Bill over there is going away. When they come by and you say, I'm going to shoot that magnifying glass laser beam onto the incense, going to explode the whole thing. That's probably what happened. Because I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. See, Moses tricked them. Just another one-eyed farmer trick. Get them to defeat themselves. Put explosives in there. Carrying around a stick of dynamite on their body. And then we'll ensure that they kill themselves. Oh, we get these a little bit of ignition. Because we knew a little scientific trick. But the minds were too thick to see the deceit of the one-eyed farmers. So then, swallowed them up, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fire came out and they consumed the 250 men who offered the incense. The Lord said to Moses, tell Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, to take the censers out of the smoldering remains and scatter the coals some distance away, for the censers are holy. The censers of the men who sinned at the cost of their lives. Hammer the incensers, hammer the censers into sheets to overlay the altar. Oh, we're not done with this. We're putting a big show on here. I didn't say it, though. I didn't say it. This is all Moses doing. And his top one-eyed farmers, regimines that, told him what to do. Oh, he's just like an elf. He's a one-eyed farmer. Top elf, though. Top elf. And they're pulling the strings, you know what I mean, following along. So, let them be. Yeah. Put them strips on there, for they presented before the Lord and have become holy. Hammer the censers into sheets to overlay the altar. Man, they even made sheets out of these guys that they killed, censers, and they laid them on the altar, for they presented before the Lord and have become holy. Now these sheets, censer sheets, are become holy. They become holy. Let them be a sign to the Israelites. Fearful sign, a very fearful sign. So Eleazar, the priest, collected the bronze censers brought by those who have been burned up, and he had them hammered out to overlay the altar, as the Lord directed them, through Moses, of course. Oh, because I didn't say it. Jesus didn't say it. Yeah, as the Lord directed him through Moses. This was to remind Israel that no one except the descendant of Aaron, Moses' cousin, should come to burn incense before the Lord, or he will become like Korah and his followers, burned up, sucked up by the ground and all that. The next day, the whole Israel community grumbled against Moses and Aaron. "You have killed the Lord's people," they said. But when the assembly gathered in opposition to Moses and Aaron and turned toward the tent of meeting, suddenly a cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. Oh, they're getting it a second time from Moses. Oh, I'll show you. You're going to grumble? After all they saw, and they ran and fled, okay? Remember, they're afraid the ground's going to suck them up just before. And now all they're doing the next day, they're grumbling. What, they forgot that the ground could suck them up? I didn't say this. Somebody made this up. Then the next day, if you saw the ground almost is sucking people up and fire coming down, blowing up their sensors, next day you're going to grumble against Moses? When you were just running for your lives, it said here. Look, at their cries, all the Israelites around them fled, shouting, "The earth is going to swallow us up too." And the next day they're grumbling? No. See, they think you're not going to read this whole thing, or you have no reading comprehension at all. Something is wrong here, folks. Because I didn't say it. Jesus Christ didn't say it. Check it out. So they grumbled. "You have killed the Lord's people," they said. "Yeah? Oh, yeah?" Then Moses and Aaron went to... So, suddenly the cloud covered it. They assembled in the opposition. Oh, they gathered in opposition. They were opposed. "You killed the Lord's people." Yeah, they said, "You have killed the Lord's people." They blamed Moses for killing. That's because he did. He killed who he wanted. But when the assembly gathered in opposition to Moses and Aaron and turned toward the tent of meeting, suddenly a cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared, whatever that was. Something scary, I'll tell you that. Then Moses and Aaron went to the front of the tent of meeting, and the Lord said to Moses... Moses and Aaron went to the front, okay? Everybody's just standing around, and the boss Moses walks to the front with Aaron. "Get out from this assembly." The Lord said to Moses, "Get away from this assembly, so I can put an end to them at once." And they fell face down. Do you see what happened here? The Lord said to Moses, "Get away from this assembly," these people that were opposing Moses, "so I could put an end to them." I didn't say that. You say my Father said that, and you say I'm one with the Father? I didn't say that. You people buying this? You're still buying this?
Take your censer and put it away with fire from the altar. Hurry to the assembly to make atonement for them. Wrath has come out from the Lord. The plague has started. The plague has started. The plague has started. Does that sound familiar? All you people that say that you're skeptic, religious, atheist, so-called skeptic, all of your minds have gotten septic. I won't even finish the rest of the poem. Sometimes it's good to hear another point of view, Uncle Jesus. You don't just find out you're being fed poo by the one-eyed farmers. All right, I said it. Okay. The plague had already started among the people. But Aaron offered the incense and made atonement for them. He stood between the living and the dead, and the plague stopped. He was the one boogeyman savior. He took Aaron. He stood between the living and the dead, and the plague stopped. He did, huh? Another boogeyman savior. But 14,700 people died from the plague, in addition to those who had died because of Korah, the ones that got sucked up in the census, blown up in their faces. Then Aaron returned to Moses. That's his cousin. Aaron returned to Moses at the entrance of the tent of meeting, for the plague had stopped. You see, it's all, excuse me, it's all in the farmers, the one-eyed farmers' timing. Not the Lord's timing, but the one-eyed farmers' timing. See, they're guiding you all throughout your lives. The one-eyed farmers, they're never too far. They want to steal everything that you already are. That's what they do from the time you're born. Well, that's about all I have to say. It wasn't me. Jesus. I'm heading out now. All right, Jesus. Leave all my green drink for me.